blink and reframe your mind. What that means to me is the past, that doesn't exist. That's something that already happened. Yes, you can look back on the past and see what you did right and see what you did wrong and improve upon yourself. The past is actually very important for that, but only if you reflect and use it in that specific way. The future, that doesn't exist either. That's something that may or may not happen. You may or may not even have a future, for all we really truly know. You might die in 5 minutes, die tomorrow, 3 years, 10 years, 50 years, who knows? We all hope for longer, but we have no idea. So the future, that doesn't exist either. And the only way that you can build your future is by focusing on the present and seeing what presently right now you can do in order to advance to the future that you're trying to build for yourself. So blink and reframe your mind. Reframe how you perceive the world in order to only benefit you. Only see the good in things. Only see what is possible instead of what you're lacking. Only see the things that will propel you on the journey that you're trying to be on. Because most people, a good majority of people, they just do things and don't really have a rhyme or reason. And myself included, I was in this place at one point in my life as well. And we're always continually learning. Nobody's ever perfect. Nobody's ever figured it all out. No matter how much life you live, you only get 70, maybe 90 years if you're lucky on this earth, and for 20 or 30 of those years your body is continually breaking down. So really you only get about 50 years, and those first 10 to 15 to 20 you're just kind of figuring out how it works. So you truly only get about 25 or 30 years of life. 25 or 30 summers, winters, springs, events, chances to meet people, chances to do things. So each moment of time that you get on this earth is such a valuable asset. That is the only thing that you cannot get back. That is the only thing that is yours. No one can take your time from you unless you were to be, killed or whatever. Hopefully that doesn't happen, obviously, but none of us know. None of us know how long we have here. So why would you spend the limited amount of time that you have here as an able-bodied human feeling sorry for yourself, or not taking action, taking steps, trying to improve the situation that you're currently in order to live the situation that you want to live? Why would you not take advantage of this life that you've been given that was 1 in a million? This life probably shouldn't have happened for me or for you. The chances that you are even seeing this right now, 1 in a million. The chances that you even see it and watch it all the way through and decide to take some value from it and apply maybe some principles into your own life, maybe 0.1, who knows? But if you look at things with that perspective, like myself doing this right now, analytically you would say, what is the point? But the point is self-fulfillment. I'm doing this right now, yes, to hopefully inspire and hopefully help you and hopefully give you a new perspective that you can add to your life. But ultimately it's for me. Because if you look at all of the things that you do in your life as for you, you're doing them for you because you are the only thing that truly exists You wake up in your body every single day. You go to work. You make every decision that you do in your life, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. So you are really the only thing that truly matters in the world. And that's kind of a cool perspective. And it can be interpreted as negative, maybe, but it can also be interpreted as positive as well. Because if you decide to see it from that frame of mind, now you can go into each action that you either decide to do or quote unquote have to do with intensity. Then you're living your life on your own terms. You're doing it for you. And yes, maybe you have to go to work, but you are still deciding to go to work. You still have the capability to just up and go to a different country and tell nobody. You have the capability to do all of these things. So do everything that you do for yourself to fill your own cup. Have that conversation with that person to fill your own cup. Buy that car to fill your own cup. Do everything that you do in your life for yourself, because that's really all that you have. And you can interpret that as very selfish, because I need to be doing this for that person and this for this person. But that's all external things, external people. You are not any of those things. You do not live that person's life or live for that thing that you're trying to achieve. You only live for yourself. So why would you not reframe your perspective on the things that you either do or have to do in order to serve you, because you are the only thing that matters. And don't misinterpret my words. I don't mean be a selfish person and a uncaring person and not do things for people because you love people, or do things for others, or get things for others, or give gifts. Those are all important aspects, but you can choose to have the perspective on doing those things as still doing them for yourself in order to gain more fulfillment out of something that you would have already done if you didn't have that perspective. Do you understand? Do it for you. Don't do it for that person, even though that person feels as though you have done it for them. Like, let's say you get your mom a gift. You're doing that action for your mom, to make your mom happy, to bring a smile to her face, right? But that also does something for you. You feel good about doing that thing. You get fulfillment from doing that thing. So you can still have both perspectives, the doing it for another person or another thing or another reality, and then you can still have it for doing it for yourself. You can have both simultaneously with everything that you do, for getting the car that you want, for getting the woman or the man that you want. Whatever it is that you want in your life, do it for you. Because you may or may not wake up tomorrow. I may or may not wake up tomorrow. And you may be watching this video, or if you even got to this point in the video, and decide to forget. And you never see my face again. You don't know me, you don't know what I've been through, but you know you. And I feel like that will stick with each person that watches this, because all of us are self-centered. All of us are in it for ourselves. We're not going to work and buying the nice car and buying the house and upgrading your mindset and upgrading your skill set and doing all of these things in our life for anyone or anything else. You're doing it for you. So blink and reframe your mind.